Something I learned from this video is that time management is the hardest thing when it comes to being an athletic trainer. And something that I found kind of interesting and that I also learned from these athletic trainers in the Ohio University video is that football is a unique sport to athletic trainers, which I would have never really thought about. So you can see like 300 injuries a semester with football players, which you just don't really think about if you don't play the sport or if you're not around people who play the sport or you're not around athletic trainers. And a basic day for an athletic trainer would be filling up the water, doing all the things to prepare for the day, doing any treatments for athletes that need it, and seeing athletes reevaluating their injuries, taping or bracing an athlete, and then going to watch practice or going to games. Something I learned about the Ohio University Athletic Training Program is that they provide over 30 graduate assistant jobs, which is really crazy because that's like a lot for a university, but they are a bigger school.
One area of the video that I found interesting was the time management part. I didn't realize, after watching Chad and our training staff, I understood that it takes a lot of time to be an athletic trainer, but after hearing their experience of going to school for it, takes a lot of time. They said they won't get home till 9 o'clock at night, then do your homework, study, and turn around and go do it all again. The next day, it just seems like it would wear and tear on you for a little bit.
I found the tour of the Florida State Athletic Training Room interesting. It's a D1 school, so obviously it's a little bigger than like schools around here.
These videos can really help someone who is wanting to pursue that certified athletic trainer position, because it kind of gives you a preview of what it's like and what it takes to do that. And it's not just going to stop after school. It's going to be that way for that's the position, is being busy. So it kind of gives them the preview of what all it takes and what all it goes into being that. So I think it'll help out a lot.
I think that the Ohio University athletic training video would help an aspiring athletic trainer, specifically me. I am thinking about doing athletic training, what their job would be like. I know you can look at it from an outside standpoint and not really think about what all they do and how their schedule is. You don't realize how much they do and how much time that goes into athletic training is. So I just think watching this video and them explaining their day just for one sport in one day would be like for them at a Division I school. So it will just show you what they really do, how their day is, and like how much time it takes.
The only part of these videos that I disagreed with was the Florida State video. I felt like they could have went into a little more detail with the whole training room as a whole. They just kind of walked around it and didn't explain too much, I guess. I don't know. I expected some more details to be explained to us about their sports medicine facility, so I don't know. That's just the only disagreement I had with these videos.
I didn't disagree with anything these videos said. I think it just gives me a new perspective on athletic trainers and how much they do. So to me, the videos didn't really explain what all was needed in an athletic training facility. The Florida State Athletic Training Room tour did mention that the proper amount of tables was needed, and it's important. Obviously, you're going to need more tables for more athletes, and you're going to need at least 6. In the Ohio University video, a girl was describing why she chose athletic training, and she mentions that if you make one bad judgment call, it could cost something or someone. In chapter 11, it talks about understanding the basics of injury rehabilitation. And on page 193, it mentions in either case, a mistake in judgment on the part of the person overseeing the rehabilitation program may hinder the athlete's return to activity. This is very true. If an athlete comes back too early, it could cause more problems in the future, or it could just hinder the athlete's athletic career. The Florida State Athletic Training Facility Tour video mentions that the training room includes various machines and other equipment that is used to track the injured athlete's progress, and the athletic trainer is able to help them and see where they're at in the process of their injury. Like, are they close to being able to come back? Or are they still lagging a little bit? And also in chapter 11, this chapter mentions different exercises that can help athletes with their injury and kind of show what needs to be checked off to be able to have an athlete return.
So when I think of the training room and the stuff that is required or needed in the training room, I think of obviously tape, ice, bags, tables to sit on. Those are pretty important. But I also think of like exercise machines, those are rehab, bands, some weighted balls, the exercise balls, I know we have a wax therapy in our training room. So those are some of the things that I think of when I think of a training room.
Ice packs. They're used for minimizing swelling immediately following an injury. Elastic wrapping material, compression material. These are just for wrapping and taping purposes. Obviously, you need different types of tape. And you need heat packs, and those are used post-acutely, so after the swelling has gone down, to increase blood and lymphatic flow and facilitate reabsorption of the byproducts of the injury process into the lymphatic system. These are just a few items, basic things that would be needed for an athletic training facility.